Mute. Mute. Okay, sorry about that. Adjust my volume slightly. Just okay. Hopefully things sound okay. Wait, hold on a second. Stop it. Okay. Okay, we're about to get started. Alright. Okay, so anyways, got the... Nope, okay, hold on. Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Varia the ViridianGhost. I hope you're all doing good today. I am going to just try and finish off that one art piece that I was working on last week, so hopefully I should be able to get pretty far with it today, so I'm not gonna stream it after this, or after today, because, you know, it's already been like 3 streams. I don't want to go on for too long, you know, but yeah, unfortunately I didn't get that much work on it last night, or the past few days, because I was just so busy, but yeah, hopefully I should aim for it sometime this week, you know, hopefully not wait an entire week like I did with that fan art piece I did with Dami, but yeah, there is a lot of stuff that I need to get working on today, so, or, yeah, today, you know, just this general week, so, yeah, I probably noticed some of my ramblings on Blue Sky if you're following me there. I'm just trying to get this, I'm trying to get my garden set up, basically, and yeah, just, that's why. Also, sorry, I still have Dami's face up here because of the stream last week. I'm gonna have to put them away for now because they're not chatting today. They're on a boat right now, so yeah. But yeah, last week's stream was really fun, so I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. Okay, sorry, I was trying to get to the right layer, so. But yeah, today I'm generally going to be focusing on smaller details, so, you know, despite being so distracted last week, it's kind of, funnily enough, I feel like I made a lot of progress, but it's probably less that and more just because I implemented these highlights, because the highlights here, they definitely, you know, they definitely get things, or they make things look a lot more finished than they are. But yeah, admittedly, if you look at the smaller details around here, it does look quite messy, so. But yeah, I tried working on it a little bit before the stream, but yeah, I had a really hard time getting up today. Honestly, these past couple of days, I've been struggling to get up. You know, probably because I just was so busy for this weekend. Honestly, I was pretty busy last week with everything going on, but yeah, yesterday I was like running around basically, or doing a bunch of errands. I guess I wasn't running around that much, but yeah, I was just buying gardening stuff, and then as I said, working on the garden. So last Sunday I did dig a hole for my tree, because I got my tree on, I think, on Saturday. And admittedly, I probably kept it in that little patch for quite a bit longer than I should have, but you know, I just realized, yeah, I really need to get compost for the hole. But I just thankfully I did do the hole on Sunday, so digging the actual hole, that was not as difficult as I thought it would be, but you know, putting it in the hole, that was actually it it was a bit more work. Honestly, it wasn't like that bad either, but you know, you kind of had to mix in the compost with the original soil, and then I guess in a way it's the hard part was cleaning up the mess afterwards. So, but yeah, I was also working on a bunch of other stuff, so I think I might have talked about it on stream, but there was a bunch of onions from last year that came back up, and they were like growing like really strong, so I didn't really have the willpower to like kill them because they were growing in the wrong patch. Of course, I'm considering growing onions in that patch anyway, but yeah, I just didn't want them to go to waste, so I kind of transplanted. I had to like dig them up, all of them up carefully. Oops, sorry. So it's like using the shovel because I tried with another onion, and yeah, I screwed that onion up pretty badly, so yeah, I had to use the shovel to dig them out, and then I was just like kind of carefully trying to remove a lot of the dirt that was around them. And there was like the grass has been getting pretty bad in that patch. So to give you an idea, I have like 2 major patches and then 2 smaller patches, and it's the middle patch that had all the onions. And yeah, I haven't really tilled that patch, so because I didn't want to kill the stuff that was regrowing in there. But yeah, now there's a bunch of grass in there, so you know, I probably should have just sucked it up and got to work earlier. But yeah, that's just what I've been doing yesterday. I tried like tilling it properly too yesterday, but yeah, I was getting like really tired, so yeah, at some point I was starting to feel like actually like lightheaded and stuff, so it's like, oh god. But of course that's probably just my fault, because I was not or all I had at that point was a bowl of cereal, so yeah, I probably should have just ate more, but I was getting impatient. Like, I wanted to get the work done and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to work on my commission yesterday too, but I ended up cooking myself, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay inside today, or mostly stay inside, and I might get dinner later, but yeah, I'm just gonna like lock in. So I've been trying to work on a bunch of different stuff. I'm also trying to work on a starting screen, or a new starting screen, so because I don't hate the current one, but I mean, it's kind of it's definitely not very pretty. It's well, it's not bad, it's just but yeah, I'm not like 100% thrilled about it. Yeah, that was back shortly before I started streaming, so you know, I just kind of want something a bit fancier, I guess that's what I should say. But yeah, I guess I can like show it off real quick. So I mean, you guys already saw it probably, but yeah, I kind of just like did this probably within 1 or 2 days last year, and like there's a lot that I still kind of like about it, but yeah, my methods were pretty different back then, and I think the part that I'm the least crazy about is probably just my character's face. So I don't know, I think Varia got more cutesy-fied over time, so I'm kind of used to seeing his softer face. But yeah, his appearance was definitely more severe back then. Also, I should probably hide away these borders. I don't think the borders will stay for the final piece, but I'll have them for the actual ending screen, so yeah. But yeah, the thing about the new ending screen, I think I'm gonna try and make it animated starting, or new starting screen, I should say. I want to try and give or like attempt animating it, so yeah, I've just kind of been, sorry, excuse me, I've been trying out each individual part and trying to like make it look nice. So I'm really hoping it kind of turns out. Also, I need to figure out, dang. Sorry, Future Me put a lot of metal in here, so Yeah, for those who don't know, my character is supposed to have a silver trimming. I mean, you can see it on my model, so... But yeah, the silver trimming is probably like my least favorite part to draw, so... Yeah, I feel like it changes up in between each artwork, so yeah, you know. Oh my god, sorry. Just keep, I keep hitting the... or scrolling on the ruler. But yeah, basically I'm probably just gonna be just trying to work on some streaming upgrades along with trying to do my commission. I think I'm also gonna try and draw, I guess a little bit, it's not really related to the streaming, but I'm gonna do Varia as a merman this May since, you know, Mermaid is coming and I gotta make some merfolk drawings, you know? But yeah, I want to do Varia as a merman. I think it did that back in like 2024, but that was just like a quickly drawn piece, I think. I don't know, didn't really think about the merman part for all that much. But yeah, just gonna draw my Sona as a merman, basically. I think I'm gonna hold a special mermaid sale if I can, so anyone who like commissions a merman or mermaid, they can get like 15% off or something. Try to promote some more full commissions, you know? But yeah, I used to be like really into merfolk. Obviously not as much now, but yeah, back in the day I was obsessed. But yeah, I don't think I hit that obsession point since like a community college, to be honest. So but yeah. Okay. By the way, just to say what I'm doing, or explain what I'm doing, as I mentioned, I'm doing the silver trimming, but I'm starting off with like a really dark color, and then I'm gonna build up the lighter colors on top of it. And I feel like that tends to simplify that part of the process quite a bit, so yeah. But yeah, I think I said it earlier, but I'm just kind of focusing on the detail, but I'm mostly focused on the details for my current design, so yeah. But yeah, I guess speaking of the starting screen again, I feel kind of bad saying it because it feels like I'm making a lot of excuses, but I was kind of working on that instead of doing that initial sketch just because I was so tired from the work of the previous few days that I knew that the sketch I made wasn't going to look very good, so I was just kind of like messing up with that for a little bit before I can actually do the proper sketch. But yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna lock in today, so wish me luck. But yeah, I feel like I'm probably not gonna get this piece done today either, just because as I said, I need to lock in. But yeah, I think I have permission to stream. I'm sorry. I think I have permission to stream the commission, so that might be what I'm doing on Friday. Yeah. So, yeah, trying to get that other piece started, basically. Yeah, it's my first painting commission, which I'm kind of excited about, because nowadays I do more of the painterly style than I do of the cel shaded style, so because I think I prefer the style a little bit more, even though it does take a bit longer. But of course, back then my paintings, or like when I tried to paint, it took like way longer to work on than it does now. So yeah, back then I used to have everything separated in their own layer, and I tried to be all careful and delicate about it. And nowadays I just kind of like merge everything together and just work that way. And honestly, it's been mostly beneficial. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and figure out what I need to work on next. So yeah, oops, that's not what I wanted. But yeah, so the highlight layer. Yeah, the highlight layer is magic. God, it makes this piece definitely made this piece come alive way more. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna also have the metal on a separate layer right now, just for my sanity. But right now I'm just switching it back to the other layer just so I can because these strings are on the base layer basically. Okay. Let's oops. But yeah, so let's try to clean this up. But yeah, this artwork kind of feels like it's in a weird place of being like very unfinished, but also quite finished. But yeah, it's probably just, as I said, mostly the details, so. But yeah, I really need to work on the background more. That's the one part that I'm sort of that I regretfully did not work on this weekend, so yeah. I think I did some work on these like gemstones after stream though. I actually like how they look quite a bit. But yeah. I think the excitement from the look of the hair and the gems made me want to just jump into the starting screen piece, not gonna lie. Because I just felt like this stuff was like coming along so well. But yeah. I think after I work on this little band right here a bit more, I'll just go ahead and show you guys I don't think I showed you the starting screen yet, but yeah. I guess not so much finished, but you know, just trying to clean it up. But yeah, I mostly just, as I said, I've mostly just been working on it after work and stuff, but you know, I've managed to get most of the hair here finished last night, so I was kind of feeling good about that. Kind of like throwing a bunch of colors around in the different sections. But yeah, this is a challenge in the sense that I have like individual parts, so I'm gonna try and animate it in Clip Studio as kind of like a rigged puppet, because I know you can do crazy stuff with that's kind of similar to Live 2D, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it's gonna be a challenge basically. Actually, I'm not really sure what the light table. Sorry, like it just occurred to me, like I don't know. I mean, I looked up a tutorial the other day, so I'll just look that up when it happens again. But yeah, I'll probably transfer the sections to an actual like animation. Oh my god, sorry. An actual animation file, and then yeah, hopefully it works out. Also, hey there, Storm. Hey, stopping by before my TTRPG session starts. How are you? Thank you for stopping by, and I am doing all right. I am just working on my current artwork right here, so as I've been saying, this is going to be my new ending screen, because my current ending screen is just this. I just kind of like slapped that together like a year ago and never updated it. Yeah, updated it at all, but right now I'm just trying to add in the details and whatnot. But anyways, how's your day going, by the way? I hope you're having a Hope things are going well for you. But yeah, I was just talking about how I'm planning to lock in today, so because I just have not been doing the stuff that I was supposed to be doing lately, so yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna focus on that today, just to get it all done and stuff. And this is the wrong layer. Shoot. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm just trying to build up the trimmings for my outfit, so my character looks fancy. Let's go, lock in. Wahaha. Yep, locking in. But yeah, I gotta continue that one commission piece. So, I mean, if I get things done in time, I might be able to stream it next Friday. So, I'm pretty sure I have permission to stream the commission. But yeah, I plan on taking care of that pretty soon. Yeah, just so much has been going on the past week that I just haven't really gotten much of it done, but yeah, she's been pretty chill about it, so. But yeah, of course I'm not gonna take like ages to work on it, so. Yeah, usually I want to get stuff done as fast as possible, so. Yeah, that's why I'm locking in. But yeah, basically yesterday I was just doing a ton of like yard work, or like work on the garden. A lot of like transplanting and getting that tree into the ground. That's good. I'm glad the person is considerate. Yeah. Yep. I mean, to be fair, she does do a lot of commission work herself, so yeah, she probably understands that. But yeah, I'm not gonna. You know, it's supposed to be like a simple headshot. It's not gonna. It shouldn't really take that long. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna work on it. But also, I guess since you're here, maybe I can show off that I took a picture of my tree yesterday, so, and posted it in a couple of Discords. So, yeah, let me try to copy and paste that image. Okay, that's not it. IRL, okay. Nope, I did. Okay, sorry, I hit saved image instead. I'm just copying and pasting it. So, Control V. Yeah, here's my tree. Doll, isn't it very cute? The garden is going well, then. I mean, I'm not really sure yet, but it's okay, I think. I really need to till that middle patch, because I just been ignoring it, because there was a bunch of onions from last year that were growing in it, and I didn't want to, like, kill them on accident, so... But I just kept being lazy about it, so... Yeah, I finally got the onions transplanted, along with, as I said, getting my little tree done. Honestly, I think the biggest challenge with the tree was just trying to clean up the giant pile of dirt that was like sitting here. You can kind of see it you can kind of see the remains of the pile right here, but yeah. You know, the sand that's basically our actual soil. Ooh, it looks well maintained and structured. Congrats, thank you. Yeah, admittedly, I did kind of like bullshit the supports, so I might need to like change that out at some point, but yeah, it's been windy the past couple of days, I think, so I was a little bit nervous because it is very thin, but you know, having the supports be a little bit loose probably isn't the end of the world, just so it can like still train itself to be stronger. But yeah, I'm gonna do some bullshit and it works. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I kind of just like shove some sticks into the ground and wrap some twine around it. But yeah, I don't actually know if it's doing anything, so yeah. Hold on, I need water. My coffee's already cold. But yeah, so aside from the garden work, I did do that final trip for the cans, so I've been trying to return the family's pop bottles just so I can have like extra money, and I managed to get like a clean $50 yesterday, so that was kind of nice. But yeah, and then I went to the garden center and I got my rose bush, so it's not, oh my god, my voice, I'm sorry, my voice is just weak today. Yeah, it's not flowering yet, but it's cracking again. It's not flowering yet, basically, but it does look very good. So, yep. Okay, I gotta stretch. Ugh. Just you get to enjoy my fishies right now. Sorry. Ugh, sorry. I was having a really hard time getting up this morning, so. Yeah, I felt like I was basically like blinked and I was 12 and was like, oh god, I need to get ready. A lot of botanical things happening in your life then. Yep. Fishies. Yep. Yep, it is April, and like the end of April specifically, so May is technically the gardening month around here, because you know, I think you know this, but I live in a northern state, so it gets very cold here, so yeah, we don't do a ton of planting until May comes, and May is coming, so it's time to start planting. But yeah, I guess on a side note, I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow again, so I guess it's better to know now than later. But yeah, I need to do the garden work, as I said, so I was planning on maybe like spending a couple of hours tilling again, but yeah, I just don't think I have the time. I don't want to like tire myself out before working on the comm again. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow. Honestly, a day for some physical rest too. So because I was moving around like crazy yesterday. So yeah. Yep. Also, the ads are coming in 3 minutes, just to warn you. I have such low cortisol that waking up feels like a chore in itself. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm also just a night owl, so yeah. That's fair. Taking time off to rest is always a good idea, especially if you have more stuff to do. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's like the main two things that have been happening lately. Just as you probably know, garden and commission, and then there's also the streaming stuff. But yeah, also hello Gargreth. I hope your day is going all right. I'm just gonna show off my current work right now. So I'm just finishing. I mean, I'm not gonna finish this piece today, but yeah, I'm trying to mostly work on the main body. So this is going to be the new ending screen for me, because my current ending screen isn't the best. But yeah, this is so pitchin'. Thank you. But yeah, so there's still a lot to work on, but yeah, I'm gonna try and work on a commission work next stream if it's possible. So yeah, if not the commission piece, then maybe the starting screen that I'm also trying to work on. Yeah, I'm trying to revamp a lot of my screens right now for streaming, because I have not really improved on them since I started streaming like a year ago. But yeah, your model reminds me of Blue Diamond from Steven Universe. Huh. I see. I admittedly don't really see a ton of it, but I do like the design of Blue Diamond, so thanks anyway. But yeah, I think I missed Storm's message, so I kind of gave up streaming because of the amount of stuff going on in my life, Lamau, so you were actually pretty inspiring to me, because you take time to do everything. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, admittedly, I'm trying to do more, improve the actual streaming stuff a bit more, because I keep saying I want to, but I just keep not doing it, so you know, at least I'm kind of doing it right now. But yeah, I don't know how long it took for Gargareth to actually get their setup going, or because they're also a streamer, by the way, so sorry if I'm loud. Just so Storm knows. But yeah, it's cool to see you here. Just kind of. Yeah, they're a jellyfish streamer. I just noticed I've been coloring in this, or coloring in the metal incorrectly, because I keep forgetting that my character is laying a certain way, because I keep turning the canvas to make my life easier. But yeah, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, I should fix the lighting here. Oh, cool. Yep. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you like what you see here. It's usually pretty calm and a bit more of low energy here, so. But yeah, have you been oh yeah, I see. It took me a good while with my current setup. I have been working towards my mini rebrand 3.0 the last month or so. I see. Yeah, you mentioned that you're working on a new model, so you know, I'm excited to see that. But yeah, it's I've been way slower than a month, I'll be real with you. But yeah, I think there's just oh, okay, the ads are going, sorry. Sorry, forgot about the ads. And little cry emote. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for you guys, so since we're talking about the model. Yeah, I should probably maybe focus on I'll just kill off this coffee, because it's like already cold. Okay. Oop. No, come on. Maybe I try streaming again in the future. I just don't see myself working on this very moment because of the amount of work and consistency to keep it up. I work in schedules, but not when the schedule is controlled by me. Lol. Especially after my book gets published. I see. Yeah, that's understandable. It can definitely be a challenge to stream and like handle everything. Yeah, there's definitely been times where I just like really want more of a break when I stream, so I completely get that. Especially with how much grinding it can take to, you know, build up a community and stuff. But yeah. Okay, I need to... Okay, let's finish off this coffee. Ugh, so gross. Ugh, sorry. You need to enter the grind set mindset, and I'm just a little chug lizard. Yeah. I mean, no. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's just hard to keep up when there's like a bunch of stuff you need to worry about. So, yeah. Yeah, I've been having a hard time streaming games, and also welcome back, everybody. Yeah, sorry to Gargareth, because, yeah, it's always strike at the inconvenient times. But yeah, we were talking, freedom, woohoo! Sorry. But yeah, we were talking about, like, making up streaming stuff, so. I think we were talking about the model, too, so it's like, mentioning, yeah, you said it took you took you a while to make up everything, yeah. So yeah, I get that. So there's like so much stuff you gotta like learn that can be kind of difficult. So like I'm not very like for a long time I've had a interest in art and stuff, but I never really had a good grasp on like animation or, you know, digital stuff, including like 3D. So it was kind of difficult to make my current model. And even then, my current model does have like a lot of issues, like, you know, that, like I never quite figured out collision or jiggle bones. Because I think I had to like go to Unity to really figure that out. But yeah, I made my model, so I made it back in like September and October. I was trying to rush to get it done by Halloween, which I did technically get it done by then. I was actually supposed to get it done a bit earlier, but yeah, I was getting very, very cooked by that time, so. But yeah, I did manage to finish it eventually. Before then, I actually had a Vroid model, but you know, I was either like trying to figure out the specific details of Vroid or figure out the specific details of I mean, I think I needed to touch on Blender anyways, so yeah, I kind of just decided to go full Blender. If you want, I could show you the dingle bits on my model, or how I did the dingle bits. I see. Did you do that in Unity, or did you do it in like Blender? Because I guess I can like try checking that out later, but oh, it was in Vroid. I see. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go back to Vroid, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm actually I'm slowly working on a newer model, but I'm choosing to just take my time on that. Just, you know, something a lot more, something with more polygons, basically, because, yeah, this current one is, like, very, very low poly. I'm going to try and make a new model in Blender, though. Fear. Yeah. Yeah, I wish you luck on that. It's definitely a learning curve, basically. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking like really loud at points, but yeah, I should have a screenshot of my current one somewhere. I'm gonna like try and dig that up. It's still very ugly right now, but yeah. Okay, I should have sorry, I post a lot of whips around in Discord, so I'm trying to like figure out where to look for that. I think I have one, and yeah, the one I was looking at is not the dang, sorry. Okay, it should be up here somewhere. And I think my most recent, actually, I'm not sure if I can show this, because my character is I'm working on a basic base for my character, and it's this is I mean, I think you can show male nipples. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pull a dummy and try to, and risk getting banned. So also here's my tree, but okay. I'm gonna zoom in. So yeah, I just did the texture work for the base body. The male nip is free. Okay, yeah, you can look at the nips then. Yeah, it's not really any technical need for the nipples, because I'm not gonna like show my character nude. I think it depends on how feminine the male looks, probably, maybe. Yeah, so I have a streamer friend called Dommy Draws, and they got banned for drawing a male character who looks really feminine, but if it looks too much like a femboy, Twitch flags it, yeah. Okay. But yeah, this hair is supposed to just be placeholders, so technically the next thing I need to work on is just the hair. I kind of want to make the chin a little bit thinner too, but yeah, I just wanted to show it off. I haven't touched it in a while though, so might get back to that pretty soon, but yeah, I think I'm going to work on my my streamer screens for the time being. Yeah, I just kind of been doing whatever, I think. The voice in my head that helps me do character design says pierce them. Looks great. Also thanks Storm. Pierce them with fistulars. Are you talking about like ear piercings or something? Not gonna lie, I was like considering ear piercings at a point, but I think I'm just like nervous about making those. But yeah, I do like ear piercings. Ooh, fish hook earring, that's cool. By the way, to Storm, Gargreth is a jellyfish VTuber, so I don't know, I'm like, part of me is kind of drawn to jellyfish character models just because I'm a little bit of a sucker for them. But yeah. But yeah, the fish hook ear piercings are kind of interesting. I think Gargrowth. Oh, pierced nipples. I see. I'm not sure about that, admittedly. Like, not against him, but I don't think that really fits my character's design, admittedly. I'm conflicted if my new model has nipples or not. Still, if they do, they definitely getting the fishhook piercing. I see, I see. Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, the nipples on my model are, I'm not sure if they're like entirely necessary, but yeah, I'm just designing it in a way where I can probably like adjust it and stuff. So hopefully I have alternative, like different outfits. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, if I do piercings, I think I'm just going to do the ears. I do give a lot of characters ear piercings, I think, but I'm trying to remember who on the top of my head. So I guess I just haven't thought too much about Varia specifically, though I've been I think I was kind of considering it depending on a couple of art, due to a couple of illustrations I've been working on. It's just the thing with my character is that, like, I think the ear piercings would get kind of like covered up by the hair, because my character does tend to have like fluffy hair. I don't know, maybe like upper piercings or something. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, like, been ignoring the chat. Okay, yeah, we're talking about the nip piercings. As a Medusa jellyfish maybe suggest nipples, since a lot of them have dark spots. The body could have spots around the body, just an idea. That way you can avoid Twitch censorship. I see you're just talking to each other. Oh yeah, if you're still here, I just want to show off my, I actually have a jellyfish OC that I haven't drawn him in a little bit, but, you know, I really should. Sorry, I'm just, I like his design a lot, but... Okay. Trying to, like, find it. I have a lot of just art lying... Okay, here it is. But yeah, here's my... Another jellyfish character? Yeah, just an OC, though. But yeah, I drew him a little while back. Showed the jellyfish OC. Release them! Yay! Yeah, I think this design might have been a little bit spontaneous. I don't remember exactly, but... Actually, I think I was trying to make it a jellyfish so I could, like, try to do something a little bit inspired by Fruitigo Arrow, because, I don't know, I just kind of, like, interested in that style back in January, I think. But yeah, I never quite got I think I just did a couple of art pieces with this guy. It looks super pretty, thank you. I love seeing other jellyfish characters so much, yeah. Yeah, jellyfish can be fun, so... But yeah, he's supposed to be kind of like transparent, like with the hair and this part. So it is kind of fun to draw him. But yeah, I'm glad you like my current little jellyfish. Actually, my current design is like vaguely inspired by jellyfish too, but just like with the hat, you know, it kind of falls apart as soon as the hat disappears, so. But yeah, it's not like my character is necessarily meant to be an actual jellyfish, though. He's just kind of inspired by one. But yeah, jellyfish are nice. Gotta love a good old jellyfish. Okay. But yeah, I think you probably know, but probably figured by now, but my character's like it's supposed to be like a water-themed ghost, a little bit. At least like a spirit of a drowned artist was the original idea. So, yeah, my new one, I tried to incorporate more jellyfish vibes into the clothing. I see. That's cool. But yeah, as I said, I can't see what you come up with. Do you have an idea of when you will get done with it, or not yet? Because I know that model making takes a good while, so I figure it'd probably take some time. I have been playing Tomodachi Life and adding characters from my world there, and I noticed that most of the characters there are either dragons or genocidal humans. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. And then them wanting to be friends with each other and me knowing all of them, I'm thinking like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, having all these like crazy dramatic characters, and it's just like a good vibes video game. It's kind of imagine some level of contrast there. My god dang. I see. Yeah, I've been seeing like a lot of Tomodachi Life stuff. Pretty sure that's like a Switch 2 game though, so yeah, I don't have the money for Switch 2, so no Tomodachi for me. But yeah, I've mostly just been seeing like people's like little clips from the game. Yeah, admittedly, it's kind of like funny to see it around, but I'm just kind of... Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is just kind of like taking things over a little bit, so it's like I'm getting a little bit burnt out on this. Yeah, it's a Switch 2 game. I also don't have the money for it. I have... Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. But yeah, so, anyways, I'm just trying to finish this art piece. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to lock in a little bit. So anyways, what types of games do you guys like to play? I think probably we already know a little bit with Storm, at least, but what about you, Gargareth, if you're still here? Sorry. Usually I like to play RPG type of games, so my big one has just been, well, a while back I was playing a lot of Kingdoms of Amalur, but I've been kind of getting a little bit burnt out on it, so that was the main game I've been streaming, but I'm not sure when I'll get back to it, just because I'm so busy with gardening and stuff. But yeah. Otherwise, the game I've been playing was, I think, yeah, it was a little bit of Goblin Cleanup. I was also supposed to be playing a game called Garden Trills, which is a very It's a very chill game. It's like a... I think I should have been able to get it done in like one more stream, but yeah, I don't think I've as I said, I've been so busy with like with IRL stuff that I probably won't. I'll try to get it finished, but like it feels a little embarrassing that it's been so long since the last time I played. But yeah, I'm also thinking about trying to play Peak again. My computer's been running pretty hot lately, so I've been kind of nervous about some of these games, but apparently I learned that you can just like kind of force your computer to just stay at like 60 FPS, because some of these co-op games I've been trying out, apparently they can like really drive up your like the amount of like frame rates that you're set to is like insane. How long have I been? Okay, TTRPGs, Slay the Spire, Mutagenics, Monster Hunter. Yep, okay, there's the Monster Hunter. I see. And also, how long have I been doing art? I have been doing art for a very long time, so... Yeah, I started taking it seriously, or like, been trying to take it seriously all the way back in middle school, so... Maybe like... I think the last time I tried to count was maybe like 16 years, so... But yeah, I feel like I haven't had like a massive improvement until maybe like a couple of years ago, because of I tend to bring this up a lot, but admittedly when I kind of just ignored the basic forms for a long time, like cubes and stuff, so I kind of had a harder time like trying to get drawings out for a good while. But yeah, this back in 2015, 2025, I feel like I've been like improving rapidly. I've just recently picked up art about a year ago. I see. That's interesting. But yeah, it's cool that you just started. I thought I saw a couple of your pieces on Blue Sky, but thought you might have been drawing longer, unless like they were art pieces by someone else. But I do think you got like a pretty good sense of colors, judging by your VTuber model. Welcome to our little pocket of hell, you see. Okay. Peen. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Oh my. Sorry, I was just checking out that emote. I'll have my TTRPG session in 5 minutes, so I might leave to get ready. Okay, thank you for coming here, Storm. I hope your session goes well. But yeah, I hope you have a good night. It was fun hanging out, friends. See you some other time. I'll show you the Tomodachi creatures, or Tomodachi life creatures later. I see. Yeah, I hope to see them. I assume it's probably going to be in that one Discord. Or Cozy Creatives, I should say. But yeah, have a good night. I don't have other creative hobbies, just never really dove into art. Oh. Or I've done other creative hobbies. I see. I've also been drawing dudes, so my hyperfixation helps there, I see. Yeah, I draw a lot of dudes too, so I get it. Drawing hot dudes is always worth it, yes. A big drawer of men, basically. Yeah, admittedly, a lot of the characters I draw are male. Sometimes I draw a womb man, every once in a while, but I've been doing pinups and other NSFW stuff. I see. Well, that's a good way to learn anatomy, as they say. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, admittedly I don't do a ton of not safe for work, but yeah, as I said, I like to draw pretty boys, so a lot of yeah, I tend to draw like a lot of long-haired men with sad expressions. I guess that's one way to probably how I describe most of my art, let's be honest, but yeah, that and like little jelly bean chibis, but it's been a little while since my last jelly bean chibi, to be honest. Just to show you what I mean by jelly bean chibis, sorry, sometimes I just try to show off other artworks, but yeah, okay, where are they? I should probably just look at my characters folder, because that's where the jelly beans are. Most of the jelly beans, I should say. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Yeah, so these are like little jelly bean chibis. So I do these like I draw these eyes that look vaguely like jelly beans. So I call them jelly beans, but yeah, I've done a lot more of them in the past year, but I haven't drawn any in a little bit. I think I've just mostly been focused on this stuff. Cute. Yep, thank you. But yeah, I'd summarize my art as cute things and hot men. So, yeah. Yep. But yeah, I don't know how you like personally feel about like Monster Boy type of characters, but I like to do a lot of those. I haven't been the best about it the last year, but this year I'm gonna try and draw more Monster Boys, basically. Especially for Mermaid. The monsters are hot. Yes. Very much so. But yeah, as a side note, do you plan to do anything for Mermaid? So, I think usually Mermaid is a specific challenge, but usually for Mermaid I just draw a couple of merman themed art pieces. So, yeah, I don't think I do it properly, but yeah, I know a lot of people who try to get into that. You know, the international holiday and all that. Yeah, no. Hold on, I need to clear my throat. But yeah. Sorry, I'm stretching right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try and draw my character as a merman again, so. I mean, like, some people consider jellyfish characters to be mermen, but I'm not sure if you would consider yourself that. Like, I would consider this character as a merman, basically. But yeah, probably draw a couple more pieces of merman characters. Yeah, this next month is going to kill me, probably. It's in between the gardening and the merman, but you know, it's nice to take things nice to do fun things like that. I don't know how I'd classify myself. I see. I guess you probably just consider yourself a jellyfish then, because you know that's what you write. Yeah. Admittedly, I do kind of like dream of having a merman version of my model, but that's not going to happen for a while because I barely know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's fair enough. I was just wondering because, you know, jellyfish are kind of like a sea theme. But yeah, admittedly, I do think you have normal legs, so you know, whatever you prefer to describe your character. I was just kind of wondering, as I said. Okay. But yeah, I'm just trying to fill this in. Okay, okay. Not really fill it in, just adding the lighter color. But yeah, I am in like a... I've been trying to get further into this group, but I am in like a merman themed Discord, so yeah, I should probably pop in a few times again when the... as I said, for May, so... But yeah, I don't have any actual plans, I realized, outside of the... doing a merman version of myself, and also working on like the 8 billion assets. Not assets, but you know, the stuff for streaming. You know, there was an art piece that I never like actually finished that was supposed to be for Mermaid, so maybe I can like try redoing that one. Like about a year ago, I used to do like my paintings in a different, I used a different method for my paintings basically, but around August last year, I actually found a method that goes a lot faster for me, so I don't know if you like personally like to do paintings or anything like that. But yeah, I used to be way slower back like a year ago. I should probably take a drink of water, sorry. Sorry, I'm not the best yapper out there, admittedly. Okay. Yeah, I also just checked the stream time, and it's already been an hour, so... Whoopsie daisy. Just kind of like slowly working on the metal. On the decorative trim. I mean, I think I should probably just move on to another part of the art, so... I guess still technically working on the trim, but I'm gonna go ahead and merge the metal down. Boop. And, so now it's a part of the actual base colors. Just wanted to kind of keep things a bit cleaner when I was initially putting it down, because to kind of prevent mess and stuff. But yeah, right now I'm thinking I'm gonna make this a bit more detailed looking, so I'm gonna add a lighter color in at the very edges. And I feel like when I do this, it kind of makes my work look a bit sharper, so yeah, just kind of add this lighter color at the edge. And I'll do the same thing for the other sleeve. So, gonna make it a little bit warmer too. This is might be a bit too light. Okay. Yeah, just kind of messing around a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's I guess I can make it. Actually, I can probably make this color a bit later, so try to apply it a bit more carefully. So I use a more painterly brush, and that way it kind of like blends things together a little bit. Unfortunately, I do not remember where this brush comes from, so yeah, I got it from Twitter back in like 2021, I think. So either 2021 or 2022. It's like that old. It's also my main brush, so if I lose this brush, my art career is over. Just kidding, but yeah. I'd be very sad if my brush disappears. Probably just have to figure out try to find a similar brush. Okay, let's erase this part. Okay. Admittedly, these details are probably why it takes so long for me to paint this stuff. But yeah, I usually just have this as I try to add this, not super early, but around the midpoint for my rendering. And then if I have a layer mode on, so sorry, like basically a lighting layer, so I'll probably like have a lighting layer that's set to overlay, and I can like carefully brush on a lighter color, and this these little details can kind of help make it pop a bit. So yeah, sorry, I don't know, like for some reason my mouth is starting to feel kind of numb. I don't know why. This never happened before. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, it just kind of acts as a highlight a little bit. Okay, let's do something similar with this coat. Yeah, the overcoat. I don't really know what this like upper part is called, but yeah, just kind of add this in. Probably have to lighten up this metal edge later, so yeah, thankfully since these details are so small, it's probably not going to be a huge concern later on. But yeah, just kind of, god damn it, like it's very much a mess when you kind of zoom in. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much you I don't know how much you like to get deep into the details, but normally I do like to get really far into it, so trying to make this center part stick out a bit more. Back in the day, I did try to like make a live 2D model, but it ended up taking so long that I just kind of gave up on it. It's like just way too many details. I also just didn't know what I was doing. I don't know if I ended up like getting buying the program, I probably would have had time to try to make like multiple models, because I feel like it would have been better to just start with something simpler. But yeah, eventually I just kind of like gave up on it because it was too hard, basically. Even like reach live 2D, I was just slowly working on the individual parts. And then eventually I just like, maybe I should just try. Maybe I should give Blender another chance. And then I crashed out on that too. At least back in my first attempt back in about a year ago. It wasn't until my second dive into it when I actually got something done, so yeah. Yep. Just a long, slow journey. Of course, speaking of that, now I just remembered that I really need to look up a tutorial for what I'm gonna do for my new starting screen, because I want that to be animated. Planning on using the features, or like those features that are kind of like similar to Live 2D in like Clip Studio, because I'm pretty sure those were available with my current version. I heard that they had another new version come out, but not sure if I ever got that, because I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, usually I just illustrate in here, so I don't really think about the animation stuff that much. But yeah, I'm just kind of like looking for a simple bobbing animation. Nothing like crazy, you know? I feel like it might have been. Okay. Yeah, I think they might have dipped. Okay. I'll probably just look for my break. Oops, that's the wrong color. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and invigorate this, some of these colors with the overlay layer. That's not for a while, though. Yeah, a lot of the time with art, it's just kind of a sort of a fight with the question of how clean do I want this to actually look in the end. Because it looks super messy right now, but at the same time, considering I'm going to be... Considering that no one's going to... I don't think most people are going to look that closely to it. Yeah, I feel like the main reason people really look into try to like get close-ups on artworks these days is probably just to check if it's AI, but yeah. Even a machine won't make mistakes this bad. No? Okay. Yeah, I know when I was still in like studying art in a community college, I know it was often like we were often told not to get like too lost into the details, so yeah. Just try to make it good enough, basically. You know what, I'm gonna make a darker shade. Usually the darkest shade is kind of comes with the sketch line art. So in the earlier stages of my artwork, I would make like a final sketch, and that sketch I would kind of merge in with the basic colors, and usually the lining from that sketch would be used for the ambient occlusion. So usually this part has a lot more. There would be a dark part in between the two lighter sections. I wasn't really sure if I should get too involved with that or not. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get the edge in here. So as you can see, there's some, this purple part would act as the ambient occlusion for the, the little area between the pieces of fabric. Yeah, don't think too hard about how they stay attached to each other. I did not. I think in the earlier stages I considered like adding buttons, but yeah, I just could not be bothered with that, so there's no buttons. Buttons, what are buttons? Oh. Uh-oh. Bot. Yeah, it's just a... Thank you, sorry, bot. Yeah, you guys probably can't even see it. Okay. Anyways. Okay. trying to get the edges here. Okay. Okay, let's set some shadow for this button right here. Oh wow, so there are buttons in this design. No? Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, my energy kind of tanked. Lately I've been trying to do more 2-hour streams, but I thought I'd try and do a actual 3-hour stream today. But yeah, I already feel fizzled out. Yeah, because about a month ago I was just really feeling the burnout, so I was back in March. I think that one stream with where I tried to chat with Dami definitely like invigorated me a little bit, but yeah, the energy's down again. I'm not gonna lie, I do think about like trying to update my audio in a way where I can just have more song variety. There's a lot of... Sorry, it's just hard to find good songs to play, or that I can play on stream, but I know that there's a lot of streamers out there who kind of have their audio separated in a way, or like the music audio separated in a way where they can play copyrighted music, and they just not have that in the VOD. But yeah, I don't think I can have still never figured out how to do that. Okay. Still never figured it out. Basically just become like a jukebox streamer or something, I don't know. Okay. Anyways. Ah, man, I need to clean this one up. Yeah, so like, these coat edges are always like super messy. It's just because I keep forgetting to do them. That's why. It's a mess, damn it, it's a big mess. It's all just a big mess. Okay. Anyways, try to get this done. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's get more of the edging right here. Okay. So yeah, it's still very messy, but it's not as messy, you know? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this some more with this stuff right here. So like the edging for the basic coat. Sort of like, kind of like highlighting basically. See what I can do. Honestly, I think most of the important parts are probably done. However, I think I should probably add a highlight towards the actual center part of the coat, because it's supposed to be kind of lying flat rather than its usual way. You know, like rather than hanging down, because you know, the character's just laying down. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, just trying to get this done. Also, it's probably 10 minutes until the next ad break. I'm gonna take like a longer break for that when that hits, because I want to get some more coffee and water, you know, just the basic needs and all that. So just a fair warning to everyone. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and add more of this lighter color. Probably try to blend out some of these lighter sections of it more. But yeah, I'm just marking out the lighter areas. Okay. I can't turn my canvas right now because, well, technically I can, but one of my hands is holding my cup, so maybe I should just go ahead and drink the water. So yeah. Also, speaking of stream stuff, I'm also planning on updating my BRB screen, but I'm not sure how difficult that will be because I wanted to set it up as like we have like 2 different galleries showing my previous artworks, kind of a, you know, just try to have that kind of going on. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there's a streamer called Naomi Lay, I think. Yeah, I mean, I've rated her a few times. I just never really sure how to pronounce anyone's name, but yeah, they have like a really cool BRB screen that shows their art. It's kind of like set up in a way where it's like little TVs, I think. They could have like changed it up because I admittedly haven't been in their stream for a very long time, but yeah, she's got some crazy stuff going on. Okay, gonna lighten this up. All right. Should probably add some more highlighting to these areas around here. Sorry, I feel like my voice is so weird today. I don't know if you guys hear that or not, but yeah. Because I'm doing so much lifting, you know, lifting all this dirt. I don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Maybe add some more lighter colors to the part of that right here, just as little highlights. So I'm keeping it pretty low key for right now, but eventually I'm probably gonna like amp it up at a later stage. Yeah, most of the significant highlights right now are just in the hair, so yeah. Sorry. I'm trying to stretch. Yeah, so maybe make the little pink spot here thicker, because Yes, it seems like there's already like some level of lighting here, but on the face, I mean, kind of want to push it a bit further. I don't know. Of course I say that, but like I just try to put one down and it's like, yeah, I can't see it at all. So, of course my character is like very pale because ghost and all that, but yeah. By the way, there is an ad coming in 5 minutes. Once that ad hits, I'm going to go on my longer break, so just a fair warning to everyone. I guess I can just try and blend out some of these lighter areas right now. I never really thought about what material my character's clothes are made of, but it's not anything shiny, so probably like wool or something. Wool or cotton / linen. I don't know, I feel like the coat would be made of wool because my character isn't exactly from the modern day or anything. Or Varia, myself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's probably gonna take me like probably like a decade to actually become a competent streamer. Yeah. Should have been a YouTuber, I don't know. Should have just become a video maker, damn it. Probably would have known how to edit at this point. Okay. Of course, I'd probably still be struggling with that too, who knows? Ah, crud, I just remember there's some details that I forgot to add in. Details of my character's outfit, I mean. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, well, no, that's not what I want. Gotta add another layer right now. So my character has like these kind of emblem looking things that kind of like come into the side here. Yeah, I can kind of see it like these little dip pens things. Side note, my character is supposed to have a dip pen motif, even though I don't use dip pens. I was using dip pens during the time I made him, or initial design. Like, at least a little bit. Kind of intended to get deeper into traditional art when I was first getting into streaming, but, you know, that never quite panned out, I don't think. Yeah, Clip Studio is just easier for me, you know? But yeah, so... my character has a useless dip pen motif. I mean, I still like them, because I always was a sucker for kind of like elegant but sharp shapes. So I feel like the dip pen kind of fits that theme a lot, so there's at least that. But yeah, even then I was more into painting, let's be honest. Okay, so I got the general shape for them here, so the ads are hitting in 1 minute. I think I'm just gonna stretch right now. Ugh. Probably start building in more of the shape. Boop. I'll also try to post a stream reminder after the ads, so it will take me a little moment to do that. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to add in this detail. Okay. Yeah, marking out the middle right here. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to do this. I was like thinking to myself, like, oh, yeah, I need to remember to do this, and I didn't. I did not. I guess technically I did remember to do it, but I remembered too late, damn it. Okay. Yeah, after I just do this. Okay. Okay, the ad should be heading about now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go on my break. So, you know, 5 to 10 minutes. Not absurdly long, but it does take a little while, so. Alright, I'll see you guys pretty soon. And should probably just go ahead and mute. OBS, OBS. Hello. Okay, sorry, I think I was gone longer. Yeah, it's almost been 10 minutes, so sorry about that. I've just been just like when I kind of hopped off stream, I was just like way more tired than I thought I was. Or I thought I actually was, you know? Also just got a stream notification about getting a free subscription to someone I never heard of. I don't know how much that happens to you guys, but that happens to me like a lot. Okay. Yeah, like a lot, honestly. Kind of wish I would just get like free subscriptions to people I actually follow, you know? But oh well. Still streaming for another hour. Okay. And let's just get my link and I will post it to Blue Sky. Okay, screenshot. Yeah, it probably doesn't look like much actually happened. Screenshot of Ghost laying down. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I don't think I'm quite as distracted today, but it still ends up being like way less work than last Friday. Or less progress, I should say. It really is the power of the highlight layer. Okay. But yeah. Yep. Just how it be. Do I feel this way because of hunger again? Sorry, it's just like kind of just dawned on me. I know, it might be hunger. Hunger often is the guilty party, you know? Okay. But yeah, I just fill those in. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Kind of thicken those walls. Not walls, but... Yeah, let's do this. Do this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lighten this up further, so try to remember that the... Well, first I'm probably gonna focus on the edges right here, and that way I can actually lighten it up further. Okay. Damn it. Sorry, I was a bit too messy. Hold on. Nope. Okay. Sorry. Oh, almost forgot to do that. Good thing too, because it's about to end. Yes, the last song on my playlist. I keep saying that I want new music, and I never get new music. I guess speaking of music, I kind of wonder if I should... Sometimes I still think about commissioning a song, even though I kind of blowing all my money on gardening, so... Yeah. Wonder if I can bait anyone into, like, doing an art trade rather than just paying, but I don't know. Okay. Sorry about that. Kinda... I hate when I do that. I scroll on the ruler in Clip Studio and it kind of flings me all over the place. I don't mean to do that, but you know, it happens. Okay. But yeah. probably help if I do my commission, you know, to get that commission done. But yeah, so I'll do that when the hour ends. So probably get a snack for myself and then just kind of hop off. Yeah, eat something, start the sketch, get dinner. Well, I just have a snack, I mean, for the first time, obviously. Yeah, imagine getting 2 dinners. God dang. Yeah. I was thinking about it. I forgot to get more rice from the store, so I probably gonna have to go out. Cause I still have a ramen that I can make, but yeah, it doesn't really mean much if I don't have the rice with it. So basically, the rice plus the ramen, that kind of becomes a fill. That kind of helps fill me up, basically. But yeah. Also, I just didn't realize it was on a. Forgot I made a new layer. So. Oh god, my voice is failing me. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, this kind of looks terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? Just kind of fill it in. It's getting hit by light overhead, so yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna finish the figure by tonight. I'm sorry. This is not really unusual, though. Yeah, anyways. May as well start doing the... gonna bring out the line art here. Then that should help bring things out a lot more. So I'm actually gonna take from here because this is a lot darker. Or the color is darker, I should say. Yeah, the line art and the highlights, those are what usually makes a piece look finished. At least to me. It also cleans things up a lot more. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you know, let's try to actually like work on this coffee so I don't, you know, let it go cold like I did with the last one, you know. I don't know, it's just always a little bit concerning to, you know, burn your tongue. It's like, ouch, ouch, oof, ouchie, you know. Not really a fan of that. Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to be seeing the screen until next week because yeah, just too much happening. Yeah, I still need to figure out how to fix the background. It's usually the main issue. It's like me trying to figure out how to do the background. ViridianGhost is unhappy with the background. Episode 275. Okay. Just giving myself a little itch. I wonder who else I can probably like rope into a chatting art stream. Might be kind of nice to find more people, even if we keep distracting each other. Yeah, I actually talked about it a little bit after that initial stream. on one of the Discords I'm a part of, and like I was basically told to use the actually like use the mute button on Discord, so you know, probably would help. I think that would require me having Discord open though. Probably had to like flip across them like crazy. I think the big issue for me was just trying to like keep up with the chat, different chats. We had a shared chat, of course, but yeah, like messages would kind of fly because Dami got a raid at some point. It's like, oh god, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But yeah, it was still really fun. Yeah, I ended up streaming a lot longer than I planned to initially, so if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what will. But yeah, I think most of the streamers I follow though are more like gaming focused rather than art focused, so I know I need to like follow more art people. I guess I have Paulette and Clancy going. Pretty sure they're streaming right now actually, but I don't know if they would be open to like chats, you know? Yeah, it seemed like I usually just see them soloing it, so yeah. Also, I still really need to get into schedules. Yeah, I always forget about the schedules, you know? Yeah, I talked with Viridian K a long time ago, and she was recommended me something, but I never quite got into it just because it was too cheap. And I hope I bookmarked that. But yeah, there's like these templates that you can use to help you make your stream schedule thing. I already forgot. I don't know. I'll probably just have to dig it up. I think we were talking in a chat room that doesn't get used very often, so yeah, it's probably possible to find it actually. Yeah. Yep. Anyways. Okay. Let's drink my coffee. Not gonna lie, I just remembered I used to get like protein bars to snack on during stream because, as you know, I get hungry like right now, but yeah, I don't think not sure if I'm really motivated to get more of them, to be honest. Like the peanut butter ones, they were like at least tasted good, but you know, the economy and stuff, I just don't have the motivation to spend all that money. Yeah, it's like $7 for for 5 bars, you know? It's just too expensive. Especially since they don't always actually do the job. Which sucks a lot. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just keep checking this. Yeah, I don't think I've been working on this part of the line art, so let's get to that. Or the top part of the braid. Or bottom, technically, because, no. Because like, I don't know what orientation I'm talking about. I guess it is top part actually, because currently at the normal part of the, like, actually at the correct orientation of this piece. So yeah, it is the top. Yeah, I spent so much time with this piece, like, turned sideways, I forgot what the actual orientation was. I also keep, like, flipping it like crazy, you know? Sorry, I'm just thinking about possible people to raid. Thinking about, Toxic Soul, which is another art streamer, but I think, like, maybe about a week ago, actually, made a little chat, a little Sona with their chat model, because, they have that, or she has that, I guess. She has that kind of, as a thing on her Discord. It's like, I was thinking, like, oh, I'll do that later, and then it's like months later, actually, it took me months to actually get it to do it, so. Yeah, I think my little guy's pretty cute. I had the idea, I just didn't have the... I think the other times I tried it, though, I never really was that satisfied with it. I mean, it's basically just a ball with some, with customizable traits, so, you know, probably not that hard to come up with a basic concept. Basically, I bring out the hat. The hat! Maybe I can draw it. I guess thinking about chat sonas, kind of think about the chat dolls with porcelain made again. I don't know. Just try to do that as a quick warm-up before I get into the commission art. That way I'll be prepared, because the chat sona dolls, they're kind of like block shaped. Right? They have blocky parts, so I'm actually thinking that that could actually be a good warm-up, because then I'll have to actually utilize perspective when I actually draw mine out, so. I think I'll give this version, though, actual hair, so. I didn't give my previous version hair, so. I don't know, I would prefer hair, actually. Yeah, as you can see with this drawing, I do quite like good hair, you know? Long flowing locks. Kind of one of the things I think about a lot, you know? Yep. Oh god, I have so much stuff to do. I have so much shit to do. God, no. No. Okay, let's get back to this, though. You know, when I heard... Oh my god, my voice. You know, when I heard that some people like to do their liner after they actually do the rest of the drawing, I thought it was kind of crazy, but here I am now, doing exactly that. To be honest, it is kind of nice to kind of think out the actual shapes and stuff. Like, I did kind of do that beforehand, but that was more like the sketching stage, I think. Like, I would block out the hair. Yeah. Sorry, my stomach's rumbling like crazy. It's kind of crazy. Kind of nuts, even. Nuts these days are too filling, or too expensive. Because like about a year ago, I kind of realized like, oh wow, these are great for filling a person up, but now they cost an arm and a leg. That's why I got so excited about the idea of having a nut tree, because then I have a bunch of nuts. Specifically an almond tree though, because I know you can like make marzipan with almonds. So I don't know. I think that'd be a free marzipan would be nice. But yeah, I don't got that. I'm not made of money, so I just got one peach. Just got my one peach tree. Yeah, I never saw anything with the grow out of those little buckets or those little pots that I put down. Kind of disappointing. I mean, I'll keep waiting because I know a lot of them are still in their pit. They have like pits and stuff, so that probably make it go on for longer, but yeah. Yep, just haven't been seeing much action. Okay. So I just gotta zoom out. Yeah, let's work on this a bit more, or the sleeve. Looks not the best, I'll be honest. At least with the edges. I'll actually erase the tip. I tried to erase a little tip earlier, but I had forgotten that I made a new layer, so you know, didn't quite work out. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking the browser real quick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get the rest of the sleeve down. Actually, I'll check this again. Sorry, let's just get back to OBS. Whew. Okay. Alright. Okay, should probably... I guess I can work on this inner part of the sleeve a bit more, just to clean it up. I still need to watch the Atelier, or Atelier. Keep calling it Atelier, but it's not, it's Atelier. I'm pretty sure it's French. Because the French like to cut the endings off their word, did you know that? Okay. Well, I mean, the show is Japanese, though. Okay. Oh my god, come on. Yeah, just moved it all the way over there. Hate it when I do that. Yeah, actually I have to use the mouse. I mean, I was using the mouse, of course, but I tend to mostly like drag things around with my stylus, because I have a touch screen and my drawing tablet's a touchscreen tablet, so yeah, I don't usually use the shortcuts. Fun fact. Oh my god, come on! Ugh. Yeah, Fun fact, most people use their actual shortcuts. Okay. Sorry, I just need to stretch. Sorry, I'm a bit more drained than I thought it would be. Probably should have aimed for Probably should have aimed for just 2 hours, I'm gonna be honest. But, you know, I said I would go on for another hour, so I'm gonna try and go on for another hour. Of course, I posted that at like 2:45, so, you know, could probably go on for another 45 minutes. Or I guess 40 minutes, let's be honest. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still really low energy. Still very low energy. Okay. But you know what, let's actually try and get some better progress. Yeah. Hmm. Ugh, I'm sorry, I just need oh my god. Ugh. Stretching like crazy. Oh. I wish I had the hand trackers. I think I'm too dumb to apply them though. Because I actually have to know what I'm doing, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's clean this up a bit. Just kind of adding the darker color around. Okay. Yeah, maybe, I guess maybe sometime tonight I can just make an attempt to run through the peak, just to see how my computer handles it. Because the computer, it ain't always happy, but... Because I still want to try and play Goblin Cleanup by the end of the week. Because Goblin Cleanup, I think, has a similar effect on my laptop, but... Yeah, I just need to see how it handles games right now. As I said, like, probably an hour earlier, I can actually, I think I found a way that kind of forces games to kind of limit itself to 60 FPS. Hopefully that way it kind of keeps it from cooking. Yeah, basically what I'm gonna do. Okay. I still haven't gotten that table though, or that cooling pad. Excuse me. I hope you didn't hear that. But yeah, I'll probably just try to order it tonight, because it is kind of unnecessary. It is a little bit of a necessity. Not a life and death kind of thing, but just something to kind of help my poor laptop. Uh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to get, you know, garden stuff, computer stuff, you know, that cooling pad, yeah. Also, part of me still wants to get, like, kind of yearns to commission some streamer stuff, mostly like animated emotes. I think that's the big thing that I'm kind of was thinking about, but also maybe a soundtrack. At least that's something I can play at the start of a stream, you know? Or if I ever get into, like, if I'm ever able to do, like, a chatting hour. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do a chatting hour. I'm not big enough for that, you know? Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's just highlight these hands a little bit. Highlight the edges. Okay. Okay. Well, we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. Kind of wondering if I should just come in with the overlay layer just to kind of liven things up a bit. I don't know. Or a secondary highlight layer, because obviously the current highlight layer, that's for the glowy parts. Honestly, probably should have called it the glow layer or something, but as opposed to an actual highlight layer. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if the progress is actually obvious or not, or how obvious the progress is. I guess it's kind of obvious around the actual sleeves, but you know, I guess I'll just try to do a basic lining around the hands here, and then so at least those look a little bit more finished too. But damn it, too hot. Yeah, otherwise I'll either start sketching out the fish, or I might try to do something else, I don't know. Okay. 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 Oh yeah, I haven't talked about it earlier, but I actually got to watch that VGen stream, so admittedly I'm not the best about watching those, but I was actually like sent a link to it by a fellow streamer friend, so I ended up checking that out. Some of the plans they were talking about seems kind of interesting, but I need to like go back to that VOD though, because they were talking about like kind of about tagging and like how things would be like blurred and stuff. So I'm like thinking like, yeah, I really need to check that out, but I just forgot to, so. I don't really, as I said, I don't normally post a lot of spicy stuff, but, or like, my art isn't necessarily meant to be too spicy, but there is like nudity and stuff, or there can be nudity involved, so yeah, that's why I need to kind of check that out. I don't know, part of me is kind of wondering if I should open my services up to kind of a spicier work. It's not that I personally mind that kind of stuff all that much, I'm just kind of worried if there would be consequences to it, you know? Because, you know, personally, I just don't care that much, but yeah. Just like kind of nervous about people trying to give. I think it's just about people trying to give me crap about that or something, you know? Basically, kind of like not safe for work friendly, but just not super, but not NSFW myself. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to the edge of the face here. Maybe make it lighter. Just kind of adding another lighter area to kind of bring out the edge. I kind of made it blue, just kind of like my characters. I don't know. Probably okay. I guess speaking of NSFW, this does kind of look like it could pass as a Dakimara. I don't know, I guess the mental image of a ViridianGhost Dakimara is kind of funny. Not sure how I feel about that specifically, though. Of course, you know, with the economy and stuff, maybe I could try. Maybe just let Viridian Spicy happen or something. Viridian Red. Oh, hi, Pop the Star, sorry. Oh my god, it's probably an awkward time to just come into my ramblings. But yeah, how's your day going, by the way? You know, Mermaid's coming up. Got any plans for that? Oh, shoot, sorry. I think I'm about to add some lighter colors to the face right here. Okay, that's not... Try to set it to add glow. Okay, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm just working on my character right now, so... I probably showed you. I absolutely have plans for Mermaid. I see. That's cool to hear. Yeah, I'm thinking of drawing my character here as Varia, or as a merman at some point, so... I've done it before, but I think that last one was kind of rushed, so... Yeah, I want to do something a little bit nicer. Like have a proper, merman design. I actually made up a merman concept back in the day, but I'm not sure if I'm still into it or not. But yeah, what do you plan on doing for Mermaid? Just out of curiosity. Unless it's like top secret or something, you know? I don't have other plans for Mermaid necessarily though, but yeah, I do hope to come up at least with one other Mermaid piece. Oh god, dang it, sorry. Not sure if I want to draw Val again, but I don't know, I never draw Val enough, but yeah, Val's like one of my merman characters, so I'm not sure if you've seen them or not. I don't draw any of my OCs enough, let's be honest, but yeah, I absolutely plan to draw Merman, so. Well, since 2022, I've done a daily challenge for Mermaid. I see. Yeah, I guess, isn't Mermaid like originally meant to just be something like Inktober? I don't know, I never actually participated in the proper challenge. I just kind of like have an excuse to draw a bunch of merfolk, you know? But yeah, that's cool. And I don't plan on stopping. I see. That's cool. Yeah, I think I might also try to open another sale for just for Mermaid. I guess I probably have to figure out how to do that though. I think it's feasible. Just like a special discount for like any like or like mer people commissions if anyone takes that, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I still have to work on my window commission, but I'm gonna do that later tonight, of course, but... Actually, get off my butt. Yeah, May's gonna be crazy for me, because I have all the gardening stuff. Yeah, I had to plant a bunch of stuff for May, so... Yeah. I don't know, maybe I can try doing like a merfolk farmer. I messed with that idea back in the day, but I never quite gotten around to it. I don't know, for a long time I just kind of imagined like merfolk using manatees for cattle or something. I don't know, I thought that'd be kind of... Yeah, I tried doing a piece like that, but I just couldn't really get myself to finish it, because that was back when I was still like way slower with painting and stuff. But yeah, I do wish you luck on your challenge though. Yeah, I just don't have the willpower these days to do a daily challenge, to be honest, so I respect people who can do that. But yeah, I'll probably just do like 2 or 3 paintings like I did last year. Honestly, I never finished that last painting for Mermaid, so kind of wondering if I should try to redo that concept. That sounds like a fun concept, yeah. Actually, I kind of want to see if I can find it. I'm not going to take it ages to look for it though, so maybe right. Nope, okay. Yeah. May. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to not take ages. What about Mer? If I leave it at Mer... Oh yeah, Mer Farmer. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is... I think this is back from like 2024 or 2023, because yeah, I still kind of did some issues with anatomy and stuff, but yeah, this is like really old, goddamn. But yeah, might be fun to kind of mess with that concept again. But you know, there's a lot of potential things you can always do, so. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, I keep scrolling on the ruler today, and it's just like I keep flinging myself all over the place. It looks cute, thank you. But yeah, I improved a lot from that piece, like, or after that piece, I should say. So yeah, I gotta mess around a bit. Do you have any specific pieces you're looking forward to drawing, or are you just like doing whatever for the 30-day challenge or 31-day? I think May is 31 days. I always forget how many days are in each month, so. But yeah, so. I know April's only like 30 days, so it's probably it'll probably be 30 days, or 31. Okay, just kind of... I do real species as merfolk. Oh, I see. That's cool. I guess actually hearing you say that, I kind of want... Maybe I should do my jellyfish merman again. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still happy with that design. Oh, I could do it like a tropical though. Sorry, like now I'm just like kind of brainstorming. I don't do like a lot of tropical environments. Might be kind of fun to do that. Occasionally I throw in an odd pick. I see. That's cool. Yeah. For like a second I was like, okay. For a second just now I was thinking like, oh, a flamingo merman. It's like, wait a second. Flamingos aren't fish. I don't know, maybe a bird-inspired merman would be kind of crazy, though. I'm not sure how I'd pull that off, though. Like a like a combination between a fish and a bird. Maybe like a flying fish merman. I actually think I attempted to do a flying fish mermaid long ago. Or a mermaid that's kind of partially inspired by a flying fish. Because I know that back before the 2020, when I was still in community college, I wanted to do I'd do a series of merfolk that were like inspired by the zodiacs. And I was kind of messing with that idea for like Sagittarius. But yeah, I never quite gotten around to that one. I thought to do a flamingo mermaid as well, but I thought that'd be stupid. Yeah, me too. Of course, if someone actually pulls that off, that would be kind of crazy. I don't know, maybe a merman or mermaid and one of those flamingo floaties. Even though I know I have a plan to do a battleship mermaid. Oh wow. Yeah, that one definitely sounds different. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm trying to finish this coffee off. Also, there's an ad break in 5 minutes, just a fair warning. And a stretch. I've been needing to stretch like constantly today. I don't know if it had anything to do with like the hard labor from yesterday, but yeah. I mean, I guess I've made merfolk that were kind of inspired by flowers or bugs, so it probably shouldn't be that insane. I don't know, I guess the idea of like combining feathers with a merman is just probably the weird part. It's probably possible. I guess maybe I can like try to think of a feathery merman though. Maybe just like mess around with the concept at some point. As weird as it would be. You could try feather-shaped scales or something, maybe. Part of me was thinking like a blend of both scales and feathers, but I'm not really sure. I don't know, my brain was kind of like thinking of like monsters that have both feathers and scales. Like, those are more like reptilian though, rather than fishy. That's the thing. It'll probably be kind of like a crazy amalgamation type of merfolk. I don't know. I don't know, maybe like some kind of like siren or something. Because I know in some stories, sirens are actually more like harpies than merfolk. Yeah, I'll just have to mess with the idea. Okay. Because I think I remember like a screenshot of like there was like in some anime that there was a character that was like had like a monster form, like basically. I don't remember much about the anime, but because I never watched the actual show, but I know there was a character that was kind of like a siren base, but they were like a mermaid with like wings for arms. So I kind of just suddenly remembered that. But yeah, I don't really want to just run off because it's like less than I think during the ad break I'll just try to check the browser, but see if that might be around, but or if I can find a screenshot of that, basically. I guess thinking about that as a insane of a concept as it is, I guess there is a character that could kind of work with the concept of or an OC I have that kind of could work with that kind of sort of amalgamation, who I haven't drawn in a long time, because I have a character called Maven, and they're like the type of character that kind of messes with like transformation magic and stuff, or like if they inject the blood of like a monster inside of them, they can like gain some of the traits of that. That's their story actually kind of has a lot of involvement with that kind of a thing, so I haven't drawn Maven in a long time. But yeah, I feel like if I tried to mess with that idea, he might be a good concept for that. But yeah, so looks like the ads should be hitting, so I'm just gonna look for that. I'm gonna see if I can find that character. So, anime mermaid with wings. Might be in trouble. Okay. Animes. Wings. I can't remember. Is it? Oh yeah, right there. Abandoned Sacred Beast. Okay, that's what the anime was called. Alright. So I'll just copy and paste this into the over here. Ignore the man nipples. Okay. Okay. Try to get back to the correct tab because I always get lost. Oh, sorry, I'm just checking things, looking around. Okay. Anyways, so I guess I can work on my water. Just try to rehydrate and all that, but yeah, I just gotta wait for the ads to stop so I can show off that screenshot, or not even screenshot. Well, it's kind of a screen. No arms or legs, his life must suck. Yeah, I guess if it's like a permanent thing. If we're talking about Maven, you know, consequences aren't necessarily his thing. Because, his friend Val is like, has special powers that can, like, reverse curses and stuff. So, like, Val keeps thinking that, like, oh, he keeps getting cursed. How does this happen to my dear friend? It's like, yeah, because he keeps doing it to himself. But yeah, technically in the story, if you're... Okay, you can't hear me though. Sorry. I just remember that. Unless the ads aren't hitting for you, but... Yeah, I have to like repeat everything. Oh, you can, okay. Yeah, so the little bit I can remember of the anime is like technically the transformations are supposed to be like kind of temporary, or like they're not like or like they can change back to a human form. So with of course, like the part of the show is like the transformations sort of like start to turn permanent. So these are the characters in the show are supposed to be like I guess kind of like experimental super soldiers, but yeah, it's kind of a crazy show, but from what I heard. But yeah, so it's just kind of what I see. But yeah, I guess the wings would be inconvenient. Okay. But yeah, if I try something like that, I'll probably just do it on Maven. Yeah, I never drew him. I don't think I ever actually drew him partially transformed, because I don't know, I made him for like art fight back in 2024, and then I just never actually made use of him. And the funny thing is I think he was like the most popular character for people to draw back in 2024, so I kind of feel bad for not drawing him. It's just art fight fodder at this point. Like my poor OCs. But yeah, so I guess that could be considered one of my plans. So Merman Varia, try to do Maven, and yeah, I don't know if I'll have the time to do other stuff, because as I said, May's going to be kind of crazy for me. With all the art fight. Not the art fight, but the gardening. The mermaid, the gardening, the commission. Oh yeah, and my streamer assets. I don't know if I probably haven't shown you yet, but okay, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah, I'm trying to work on a new starting screen, so I've just been like slowly working on this. So it's supposed to be I'm gonna try and animate this kind of like as a puppet, so you know, there's still like different sections. Please ignore the bold spot right here. Okay. Yeah. Just kind of like a basic bobbing animation. Art fight is like 3 months away already. Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about it a little bit. Looks really nice, thank you. Yeah, I rendered the hair last night, so that was kind of nice doing. So yeah, I was just too worn out for my actual commission, so I just like been rendering that slowly. But yeah, try not to make too many excuses now, so I'll worry about that one later tonight. Okay. Sorry, I think I'm starting to get a little bit zoned out with the art piece here. Okay, you know what? I can actually... There's something I can do, so... As I still have barely worked on the background, or slash the other elements, I am just going to start drawing out my little fishies. But yeah, I think I already read that, but thanks. Draw the little eyes. Yeah, this is supposed to be the ending screen, so yeah, obviously you've seen this one, but I was trying to remember what else I was working on, but yeah, I think those are like the two main things. I also plan on doing a new BRB screen, because that might actually need more work than the current ending screen now that I think about it. I don't know, it's just a slideshow right now, so yeah, you can see it right here. But yeah, just right now that's just like that's still in the planning stage technically. It's not really anything worth seeing right now. Sorry, I just thought I just heard a popping sound. It might have been part of the soundtrack. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Yeah, I don't think it was anything like physical in my head or anything, just because it wasn't the kind of a popping sound to be concerned over. Okay, so that's one little fishy. Okay. Oh yeah, and I said I wanted to draw my jellyfish too. I keep thinking of like 20 different things I need to do. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Actually. Uh-oh. I'm just thinking it's going to be a little bit hard to see the line art with the... Okay, let me name this fish right now, and then I can't come up with a layer below it. Going to put some gray behind it right here. Just kind of lower it. So that way I can see the line art a lot more easily. Yeah. So just a gray screen right now. Then I can get back to the fish. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. I do need to... So let's mark out your fin right here. Then, okay. Yeah, sorry, Sorry, I got kind of left in a little bit. No, for a tiny bit I was thinking about like a custom mermaid themed piece for that can like slap on somewhere in my stream, but I don't have time for that, so unfortunately. Uh-oh. Damn, I got 2 bots today. You can't see it, but yeah, because Seribot does the job. I like that. I don't know, they're hunting me down specifically today. But dang. What is this nonsense? Alright. God, there's so many things I want to do. Yeah, I also still have the plans for the new gaming screen or overlay, and then there's trying to come up with ideas for a background. A sea-themed garden, basically. Like maybe one for my character's room, and then a sea-themed garden. Of course, it's not really essential because I'm very rarely in the chatting screen right here, so you know, not really a big concern. Not a concern. Okay, there's 2 little fishies. They're not done though, but it's good enough. Good enough right now. Let's do the front of this little guy. Mark out the back. Probably looks a little bit... honestly, it doesn't really look that bad. Yeah, probably not often you see them from above, though. Yeah. I feel like these fish keep getting smaller though, so let's try to enlarge this little guy. Zoom out so I can get it right. Kind of turn it. Kind of wonder what a good mermaid themed flower would be, but I'm sure other people thought about that. I don't know, maybe. I think most people would probably go for actual water plants, though. I find some flowers kind of could probably pass as like some sort of a underwater thing. Anemone? I see. That's fair. Of course, that's I mean, it's not necessarily a plant though, but I guess it kind of looks like flower. Sorry, I probably didn't need to actually there. Actually, anemones are, yeah, I'm sorry. Technically, coral is also an animal, but yeah, I was just mostly thinking about like actual garden flowers for that would theme around a mermaid. Like if I were to theoretically make a mermaid themed flower garden, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was sort of thinking about this flower called I don't remember the name, but it's like a Celiosa or a Coleosa. Kind of looks like a little bit like one of those brain corals. I saw that yesterday at the garden center, so. It's also not really a flower, but I think ogre ear jade, that kind of looks like coral to me too, so. And honestly, those are the only two I came up with, so. Not gonna lie, when I eventually draw Varia's deep sea garden, and some of the flowers I plan to just draw is probably just like actual garden flowers, and then I just kind of I'll show you what I mean real quick. So here's the flower. Let's pretend it's like a lily or something. Then you have the stalk that goes down, and then oh wow, it's a sea lily. Oh wow, how interesting. Yeah, just make the leaves look like a seaweed or something. Also, hello Shinobi, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Just unfortunately, like I'm about to end the stream in like 10 minutes, so. But thank you for popping in. I hope your day is going well. I was just rambling, so. Just talking about like what plants kind of like theoretically look like something you'd see in a kind of look like something you'd see underwater. Yeah, so I've been trying to work on stuff to kind of like update my stream and probably make it look a little bit more professional. And I was just rambling about and the reason I was rambling about underwater plants is just or plants that look like they're underwater. It's just because I want to design a background that kind of looks like an underwater garden for myself. I was playing Helldivers with a couple of French guys. They were pretty funny. I see. That's cool. But yeah, so just to show you real quick, I think you were here in a previous, at least like last Tuesday, so you kind of know what I've been working on. But yeah, I'm just doing the final stream for this specific artwork right here. So hopefully I can get it done by like next week. But yeah, I've just been doing various stuff, and I've also been working on a new starter screen. Hold on. So I'm trying to like make a puppet here that I can use for an animation, because I never tried animating in well, I guess I technically did animate something in Clip Studio, but You might have seen it, like that little GIF that pops up when someone follows me, or honestly, like anyone does anything. Yeah, that's like the one sole thing I've animated in a clip studio. They were in a tank, one driving and the other aiming the cannon, and they were singing "It's the Star Spangled Banner." I see. Yeah, that is quite funny. But yeah. But glad you had fun. Yeah, I'm locking in for some art today. I might try to test how my laptop does with gaming sometime later tonight though, but that's just like for a single player game, so yeah, I'm gonna try and do a run through Peak again, see how my computer handles that. Because Peak is definitely one of those games that cooks my computer usually. You know, I was really, really bad at for a while until I realized that they automatically set the game to having like 400 frames per second, and it's like, oh my god, why? But yeah. But yeah, otherwise I'm just drawing, so. Otherwise, just art. Art. I have a commission to do. So, yeah. Art, damn it, art! But yeah, so I think I was just talking about my plans for the last hour. Because it's also Mermaid is coming up, so I like to do some merman themed artworks. Because I used to have an obsession with mermen. Yeah, I think originally I was one of the ideas I wanted to do was like an actual merman VTuber rather than like a sea ghost. But I also really wanted to be a ghost VTuber too, so you know, I eventually just you know, that became what you see right here. But yeah, so just gonna be a lot of merman art. Of course, I say that like next stream isn't gonna be me trying to do my commission, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Ugh. Anyways, I need to stretch again. Oh, thank you for the 7-stream streak, by the way. That's cool. Yay! Sorry, I don't have any. I guess I don't have any like toggles or anything for that, but I'm trying to clap for you. I don't know if the mic is picking it up. You never know, you know? Okay, but yeah. Again, thank you for the 7-stream streak. I hear it, thanks. You're welcome. Alright. I'm a cat. Cats don't wear clothes, so technically I'm always streaking. Hardy har har. I see what you did there. I mean, you usually wear a hat, though, from what I've seen, so, you know. Also, a little bit off topic, but earlier today, earlier this stream, I turn around and like find my bedroom door like just wide open. It's like, oh my god, it's like she snuck in. Yeah, I don't know why I screamed that, but I don't know, just I think I was watching like a horror. Okay, it wasn't during the video, but I was watching watching someone's video about a horror game earlier. So like my brain is like, oh, this could be There's like some potential for something spooky. Obviously not. Nothing would happen. You know, it's in the middle of the day, but yeah, just like having my cat like completely sneak past me behind me. I don't know. Thought I just should mention that. Yeah, I wear a samurai helmet. I'm not naked, yes. Only partially naked. Kind of amazed that you've been able to dodge the Twitch ban so long. Usually they're kind of a stickler for VTuber stuff, you know? Yeah. But okay. Let's get these little fins drawn. Yeah. Almost done sketching my fish, actually. Kind of went a bit faster than I thought, but I guess it's not that crazy considering how simple they are. Oh yeah, I guess thinking about improving stream stuff, I need to like make those little icons, or like special icons for like people who stream for a really long time, or people who subscribe for a longer time. I have no idea what I would do for those though. I don't know if I should like do like golden little fish or change up little sea creatures. I actually have thought about like a sort of a mascot, but I don't know. I'm not like I don't think most people really care about that. I don't know. I just thought the idea of like a mascot would be fun, but I don't know. The closest thing to a mascot we have is the fish, honestly. I mean, the fish makes sense. It's just like, but at the same time, they're just like a little decoration. So I'm not really sure if not sure if the fandom, you know, I'm not sure if we would call this a fandom or the community. Not sure if the community would appreciate this kind of objectification, you know. Ugh. If you care about it, you should do it. Make it a part of your identity, I guess. Yeah, admittedly, our original, or like one of the earlier ideas I had for a streamer mascot is like are like little sea slugs that are kind of like themed around like paint, so people could like make their own little design their own little sea slug, and like they can choose the color they want to be and stuff. But yeah, some people have little mascots that people can customize for themselves, which is always pretty fun. Yeah, I think the thing is I just don't really expect people to be interested in that kind of stuff. So, I guess I don't usually get that involved. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my, Yeah, I don't have... Okay, I need to open up a new thing. Okay. Hold on. Because I know my fish are different. Have a different base color. Okay. Okay. Fish. Okay, yeah, I'll just call it fish right now. Should probably just stick all these in the layer. I'll probably like merge things together eventually. Okay, you know what? That's not really a good example. Sorry. Okay. Art collections. Actually, I wasn't stream stuff. I could have just oh, never mind. Yeah, for some reason my emotes are on my characters. Or in my Varia folder, not my stream stuffs folder. Okay. Oh, I had this open. Okay. I'm dumb. Okay, let's just at least like fill in one fish. So then we can actually Actually, maybe I'll end the stream after I fill in all these, do a basic fill-in for all the rest of the fishies. I didn't think anyone would be interested in me when I started streaming. And now I have over 1,000 followers, you never know. I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, it's just, sometimes it's a little bit hard to kind of have the motivation to do some things if you feel like no one really wants to do it, so... Yeah. I guess I can probably like put more thought into it at some point. Just not sure how much I should really think about it, just because I'm so busy right now with the other stuff. Yeah. So of course, now that I think about it, like kind of wonder how people would like customize like one of their ink fish if they tried that. I don't know, like just like put little hats on them or something. I mean, my fishies do look cute when they have little hats. I'm not sure if most people would actually care about little hats. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen one of my examples, you know, like the little Christmas hat here. I get that though. Sometimes I don't feel like streaming because it doesn't seem like people watch lately. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough out there. Oh my god. It's tough out there. I heard that there's like less people on Twitch too, which kind of makes me a little bit worried, but I don't know. Maybe I can like look into multi-streaming to kind of find more people or something. I'm not sure if you ever looked into that though. Like, I haven't really looked that deeply into it myself just because I don't know I don't know much about the technical side. But yeah, it's always a little bit of a struggle. Oh, by the way, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but since the stream's about to end, I think next week I'm going to try and start pushing my streams back by an hour, so... Because for some reason, I know it's like 1 isn't really early, or 1 p.m. It's not really an early hour or anything, but I never really feel quite ready to start at 1 p.m., so... Yeah, I think after like trying to... After waiting for that collab stream on Friday night, I don't know, I just feel like I kind of like starting a little bit later, so not super late, but you know, just like maybe an hour later. But yeah, I have a little, but it confused me. I wouldn't even know how to stream to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, there's a lot of streaming has so much technical stuff to it, man. It's like too much. Okay, 3 more fish. Yeah, I think I was like kind of rambling about that a little bit earlier too. Cause I realized I need to look up a tutorial about doing animated like overlays or screens, because as I said, I'm trying to make that new starting screen, and I want it to be animated, so. Damn it. I also kind of want to animate the text for the ending screen too. I don't know, probably don't need to, but just like make my stream cooler looking, I guess. I was like super motivated with making all the stuff when I, like right before I started, and then a little bit afterward, it kind of like, that motivation kind of fizzled out a little bit, so. Of course, the thing I'm working on the most right now, the ending screen, probably is the thing I probably need to worry about the least. technically, even though it's the one I'm working on the most. Because, I always forget to apply the ending screen at the end of my streams, so. But yeah. Okay, last fish, and then, I'll look for a raid target. I think I'm gonna raid Naomi Lay again. I haven't raided her in a while, but she's got like a really cool setup. Yeah, watch her not even be on when I like actually look for a raid target. But yeah, so anyways, boop. I don't know, but yeah, with the YouTube and Twitch stuff, I don't know, I feel like I get a lot of people recommend it, but we'll have to see. Okay. So here's my piece at the end of the stream. Hopefully I can finish it by next week. So, because I still need to I need to rework the background basically, because I feel like it doesn't really look right. Sorry, my voice is kind of starting to fail. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming tonight. I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night, so I'm going to come back next Friday at 1 p.m. So, you know, and then afterwards, yeah, I'll be starting to stream at 2 p.m. next week. But yeah, let's go ahead and look for a target. Damn, where did everyone come from? Sorry. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and do my streamer stuff. So we're gonna raid. We're gonna Naomi. Okay. Probably should try to. Yes, I spelled her name right. Okay. I mean, it was literally right there, so you know. But yeah, so anyways, hope you all have a good night, and just actually try to use the actual ending screen right now. And yeah, let's go ahead and raid.